Join Dalton and Jacob as they discuss the ever-changing world of trading card games. TCG Buzz starts now.
We want to thank our sponsor, Frost Giants Games, for making this show possible. Frost Giants Games is Wisconsin's game store of choice for board games, Magic the Gathering, and other card games. Check them out at www.frostgiantgames.com. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Dalton here from TCG Buzz, back at it again with Jacob.
Jeez, man. I feel like it's been a while since we talked about Buddyfight. Like, what?
Didn't we just talk about it? Like, oh no, that was Dragonborn.
Yeah?
How about the one big... No. Wait, maybe?
Last one was Crossing Generations, our set overview.
Very true.
And
what are we doing today, Jacob?
another set overview for Buddyfight.
Oh.
We like doing set overviews. They're fun.
Yeah, they're fun. And what's the set's name?
The set's name is CCC, Chaos Control Crisis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds like a pretty name. I'm not going to lie. They could have been some better names.
Yeah, it's not the coolest name ever. I mean, it kind of gets the point across with a certain word in that title will, chaos.
Control?
Yes, control.
Control.
But it is a bit boring of a title.
So let's just basically kind of get into it.
Yeah.
I know you don't really have any specific cards. You really just want to talk about how certain decks will be operating from here on out, but
yeah,
I do have 5 cards.
I more want to talk the big picture.
Whoa.
First,
before you do that,
info about the set.
Oh, okay.
So the set comes out July 14th, 2017. We have 114 cards, 3 buddy rares, 6 SPs, 8 triple rares, 12 double rares, blah, 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 blah. Who cares about the other ones? And it's a typical booster pack with ratios and whatnot. And it supports...
Ever rate that? No.
Not quite.
It kind of does. Mainly your Darkness Dragon World with their whole new play style. Toilet.
Yep.
Toilet.
Man, this is a... Well, can I make that joke? Even though it would have to be censored?
Down.
Damn it, he beat me to it. Censor it, Christian. Censor it.
The chaos, obviously.
Chaos.
Being the main focus of the set.
And Dragon World. It's Dragon World.
I guess so.
So what do you want to do?
Well, I'll go first just because I can chime in on all the whole, like how this deck and that deck, yada, yada, yada. But I have 5 specific cards. I really have 4, but one of them is Christian's because Christian didn't want to be in this, mainly because he only had 1 card. But let's start off with the Darkness Dragon World, and you can chime in anytime if you want to talk about these cards.
My
number one,
for sure.
Number 1 priority card that I want to get, and gosh dang it, Bushi, why another triple rare Darkness spell, man?
Oh,
Black Ritual.
Okay, so
counter, destroy a black dragon on your field, which is good because it doesn't specify monster or set spell or item, so you can kind of use it on
synergy,
everything.
Man.
The synergy. Earth Tremors becoming even better, guys. And if you do, you gain a gauge, a life, and draw 2 cards. But you can only use it once per turn, which is a good thing. I could be a little
No kidding.
Okay.
All right.
We don't need another Drago Succeed.
Let's start off by saying this is one of the best cards Darkness Dragon World has ever gotten. I think that's fair to say.
Well, if you compare it to its ancestral triple rares, you have Death Gauge Timer, Devil Stigma, Darkness Rune, which is technically Legend 2. I'm missing one.
Are you?
There has to be more than 4.
Devil Stigma,
Death Gauge Timer.
No, I think that's it.
Darkness Rune.
I mean, I could be wrong, but that feels like that's it. We're focusing way too much on this.
No, now I'm stuck on this. I swear to gosh, there should be another one. But it doesn't matter, obviously. Yeah, but that draw power, that's really what Darkness Dragon World needed. They needed more draw power because their draw power before was
So you and I both want full play sets of this.
yes, unfortunately.
And I'm going to make the claim right now. Minus SPs and buddy rares. Just counting triple rare and below cards. This will be the most expensive card.
I know. I'm like, well, because I'm not sure if I'm gonna try to get any boxes for myself per se of this set.
You don't have that much in it.
It's not much. I could force myself to for a certain immortal sort of the king type dealio.
Oh, we'll get to that.
We'll get to that, but that'd be the only way for me to start buying the set, but I don't think I will.
And
I'm like, it's gonna be a singles market for me. And I'm looking at the 4 main cards and I'm like, 2 of them are triple rares. Great. But
okay.
yeah, it's gonna be a great card. There's just not enough space in Darkness Dragon World decks.
Can I transition this to talking about Black Dragons as a whole, or do you want to
No,
be told
I
that?
still got another one that would pertain to that.
Okay. Why don't you do that one next?
The next one, I don't remember what rarity it is.
I'll tell you.
Dead Earth Invitation set spell. Your opponent cannot call monsters from the drop zone and counteract. Pay 2 gates, rest the monster or an item on your opponent's field.
Hello, brilliant sideboard card.
Brilliant. Not especially in the
It's
mirror
an
match for
uncommon.
like some of my uncommon. I thought it was. Especially for like one of my main Darkness Dragon decks. If I had a mirror match, that'd be the card to be playing. I'm like, haha, you can't call from your drop zone, but
What does
I
it
can.
counter? What's every normal deck it counters?
Well, Oni Assassins.
Ooh.
Just right off the bat, because the cards have to hit the drop zone in order to ambush. Therefore, they can't ambush.
Skull Warriors? Not that anyone
All
plays
Warriors. They could still make an appearance.
them.
Napoleon Dragon Knights, it's
Yeah.
still up there. I'm
You
still
just
working
want
out-
it to be.
I'm still working out kinks with that deck. It's get-
Mummies?
mummies, Ozens,
Oh.
a good Ozen deck, not a
Um,
Jacob deck, right?
Any decks that use revival cards quite a bit.
So executioners can kind of get hit there.
Ride Changers a little.
Right changers for the full spam style.
Mhm. Dark Heroes a little bit.
No.
I feel like there's some more for sure.
No, that
Ooh, 72 Pillars.
well,
Completely nullifies Saturday Night Devil Fever.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. I was supposed to
Ouch.
like you would know more about that than me, but
Ouch. Ooh.
yeah, for an uncommon, it's a great card, and the fact that you can also rest monsters in your opponent's items, yada yada yada. That's cool too.
But not only that, even if it's not the most effective card in meta right now, it's a tool for later too.
exactly,
You know, if say 6 months, a year from now, the meta is completely different and revivals become even more of a thing, Darkness Dragon World in general has a counter to that.
they got that. They got that good stuff, especially with the item that they're going to be getting too in this set that basically protect it. All good.
So now I can transition to Black Dragons.
Now you can transition
Alright.
into Black Dragon.
I got his permission. So here's the funny thing.
Oh,
What feels like way longer ago than it actually was. Our very first time doing one of these set overviews, we talked about Shine Super Sun Dragon.
yes, we did.
And I was talking about how the set interested me because it seemed like they were moving slightly different with Black Dragons.
Again,
And here were the things I said I wanted them to focus on. I didn't think they were quite there, but I wanted to try it to make it work back then, and it didn't work.
oh no, it didn't.
But here are the things I wanted. I wanted more of a focus on set spells. I said spells specifically because that's all we had at the time.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know,
Things have changed.
sets. I wanted to focus on set cards. I wanted life gain desperately, right?
Which is still not the greatest, but it's
With some
So-
of the monsters, not
it's
particularly
still
in this
there.
set,
It's still
but the
there.
trial deck has some really good life gain cards.
Mhm.
And then the third one was draw power.
Mhm.
Guess what the 3 things we get are?
Draw, sets, and life gain.
I think they did it just for me.
Bushi, are you secretly watching us and not trying to like send us any
They're stealing
love,
us.
but
They're stealing
slowly-
our ideas, man.
but slowly stealing our love?
So the thing with it is, I've never had this happen where I'm getting exactly what I wanted
Don't worry. You'll realize it's not exactly what you wanted. Don't worry.
Yeah, eventually I'll find something to complain about. I always do. So here's how they work now. They using their new play style, they focus on their new impact. It's
Death Requiem.
Count Requiem, I want to say. Death Count Requiem. Which you pay 3 life to cast it. It's a set impact. Its ability cannot be nullified. And at the end of your opponent's turn, put the top card of your deck into this card's soul. Then if there are 3 or more cards in this card's soul, put this card into your drop zone, and you win. Boom.
Yeah.
You Exodia.
Yep. But the only thing about it is Darkness Dragonworld isn't the greatest defensively.
No.
But
they're moving them.
Hopefully they do get some better defensive spells and so forth to keep them going.
What I've noticed is they haven't, in this set and the new trial deck for them coming out, they didn't really get much spell-wise for defense. Really, the only defensive stuff we'll have is Black Dragon Remade and your 2 big nullifies. Right?
Black Cloth Blade and Darkness Dragon Shield.
Or even Midnight Shadow, I guess. But nah. Black Dragon Shield. Yeah, so
The basics.
what you have, though, are monsters and a couple spells, but primarily your monsters are there not necessarily defense, more stalling. They stall. You gain life. You got a lot of move. Almost all of your monsters have really, really high defense and really, really low offense capabilities because it doesn't matter if you're dealing damage or destroying monsters.
What is this nonsense?
I know. Like a lot of their size 2s have like 2,000 power and 6,000 defense.
That does not sound like Darkness Dragonworld at all.
And some decent draw power.
Some decent draw. Yes, I love the draw power.
So the draw power will help to get more shields out to keep you alive for those 3 turns. You've got your monsters. You've got some destruction to destroy their monsters to keep them on their toes so they can't, do as much on their turn.
Exactly, keeping you in the game a little bit longer.
I'm excited for this.
You know what they actually need? They need a certain spell that Legend World has that's pay 2 life, pay 2 gauge. After the first battle, just end your opponent's attack. Just if they could get that, it'd be hilarious.
You just killed me, Dalton. Oh my gosh. That would be hilarious. I'm excited for this. I really am. I don't know the viability of this deck meta-wise. Especially with things like...
I'm going to give it a 2.5 to start off.
Especially with things like bots around that can ignore all of your walls in your defense and just say, hey, I'm going to swing a whole bunch till you cry.
Counter Dead Earth Invitation. Pay 2 rest.
Okay, then they use their bots X again.
They don't have that yet.
It's in this set.
Is it?
Yeah. And it's a common or an uncommon, too.
Counter, nullify your spellcast.
All right, so I like their playstyle. We can leave it at that.
All right.
Meta viability is shaky.
Still shaky. It's always going to be shaky for Black Dragons. But now we get into Christian's Pride and Joy, the ending of my Darkness Dragonworld little charade here. I'm only going to shout out one of the cards, but the entire group, 4 cards that this
incredibly interesting
deck's going to be getting. It's going to be amazing. But we have Bone Master Rebo Galos, a 0/0/2000. What was it? Size 1? Size 0?
Size 1.
Size 1. Yeah, those stats. How about them stats? Free to fall. Them stats. Oh, it's also an SP. Has a sexy SP.
Yeah, well, I think that's the most important thing. The SP is amazing looking.
But I guess it does have some effects. Well, its first effect is a counteract. If there are no cards in battle, you may choose a monster on your opponent's field, rest Galos itself to stand that card and have it attack your opponent, which is oddly familiar. I feel like they've had a card that did this before.
Their impact.
You're right.
Yeah. You remember? Sheeta was like, haha, I'm going to be good for this one match. Haha, see your dual seeker over there? I'm going to take control of it and attack you with it and scar you for life.
Yeah.
Yay.
And then its other ability that's only once per turn is counteract, pay gauge, stand Galos. Oh, the other one's not once per turn. I forgot to say that. So
yeah,
technically spam.
So their new playstyle with this one and the other 2 monsters they got and their item. is using your opponent's monsters against them. That's the entire strategy.
It should be a fun deck. Christian's gonna have fun with this deck.
So
it also makes me a little sad because of the deck that I made for Christian that I don't think we've shown yet on TCG Buzz. I was all about jumping up Black Superior Strength to crazy crit levels. And
it doesn't matter anymore.
It doesn't matter now.
Okay, so the points with this. One, old school death rulers and, gate guiders, same thing really. Their secret sauce was that they were always good as an anti-meta deck.
Yes.
This is that, again, but in a different way.
Yes, definitely in a different way.
There's no card in the entire game that says, hey, your opponent can't take control of your cards.
Yet,
obviously. Maybe that'll be a thing in the future. But
in the future,
my only worry is you could theoretically counter this by just not calling any monsters.
You could, but then they sit there with their item and swing at you for 2 instead.
Right. You understand though. So theoretically, you could
counter
this,
but you'll just die an even slower death.
Yeah, it's death.
Wait, actually, that's actually intrigues me. So say you take over a bot, do you also get the double attack?
No, because you're only attacking. You'd stand it back up. No.
Bushi, clarify that for us, because
you take control of it. You don't take control of it. You're just attacking with it. So I think that double attack / triple attack would not apply because it's not the owner of the card using it.
I didn't think so, but I think that's a very interesting point of view.
There might have been rulings for this before on the impact, but I don't know. But we got to move on.
We do.
It'd be nice to see more support. That's my last comment on that.
Well, let's go on to my last 2 cards.
Okay.
I'll start off with Neo Dragon Protector. Yay! Strongers are getting stronger. That's all I got to say about
Dalton's got this weird thing with strongers.
They will be the meta someday. I don't know when, but someday.
Now you need some fasters and some betters.
But back to what Neo Dragon Protector does. It's a counter, pay 1 gauge. You may only cast it if a monster in your... when a monster on your field is being destroyed, nullify its destruction. And for this turn, give it counterattack. I want to say it's in the center. I'm pretty sure it's center, but I can't remember.
That would make sense. In exchange, as a requirement, in exchange for giving it counterattack for the entire turn.
For the entire turn.
That's a really good card, though.
But I can just see this using this with Stronger Teagle 01 or Stronger, I forget what its name, something 04.
Makes me wish I could use spells in my Neo's Y deck.
Because they both get power increase and then just sit there.
Mm-hmm.
They'd probably jump them up to like 7, 8 plus power and defense and just kind of go to town on your opponent. But I feel like it's going to be a staple for a lot of decks, though. It's going to be a rare and a secret card, so hopefully the rares are a lot better. My last card, Crystallization Phantasm. Hopefully I said that right. I don't know. I'm getting a little tired reading these long names. You may only cast this when your monster in the center is destroyed. You pay a life, counter, draw a card. Then choose a monster on your opponent's side of the field, nullify all abilities, and rest it.
What world is that?
Oh, this is Star Dragon World. Both of these cards.
That one's really good. That is...
It's also a triple rare.
Wait. You draw a card. Then you nullify a card's abilities and rest it.
You choose a monster on your opponent's side of the field, nullify all of its abilities, and rest it.
GG bots?
GG bots.
You can't bots X again that. Well, you could, but you won't get any of your stuff.
Yeah. Well, that's not the card you should be worried about. You should be more worried about fanning.
Yeah. That's a really good card, though. It's worth a triple rare. Unlike the Dragon World one. Just going to call out the Dragon World triple rare spell.
They have a triple rare spell?
Yeah, it kind of sucks.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. You want me to tell you what it does?
Not really.
Okay, you don't care?
No.
All right. So you're done with your list, right?
I am done with my list. We can go to town about talking about all the deck styles.
All right. Why don't we start with the one that lends itself to the name of the set? Chaos.
The chaos.
The chaos. The chaos. Just like mission spelled. The teamwork.
Okay.
And the vanguard. Okay, so I'm building this.
Omnilord deck, right?
Omnilord deck is amazing, but that is very much a sub deck type. Let's talk about, what they're pushing. The chaos deck.
All right.
I'm not sure yet. I'm going to build either the Omnilord deck or, OG or the real, I guess, chaos deck, or maybe even both.
So you are building Omnis.
Probably. Because, why would you not? That's funny.
Mm-hmm. It's interesting. It does kind of stop a lot of our initial thoughts about, well, this deck sucks already because I'm just going to swing at one of your side monsters within it. Gaito, either one. The other one won't come out yet. Pop your center, your size 30, gain 30 gauge or gain 30 life.
Or even scarier is Void.
Or Void, just burn you 30 on top of that too.
Gear God 7 is the deck's strength and its weakness.
Well, not really their weakness, because the flag does protect him.
Yeah,
unfortunately. That's the only thing that sucks about it.
But that's why Void.
Yeah, once you can destroy him by attack, it's just attack and destroy. Even if you can keep on the field, you're still taking 30 damage.
Does this mean Void will be meta? Yeah. Are you just
I was just thinking about the Gaito play.
No,
I wasn't
Void,
even
man.
Thinking Void.
Yes.
Well,
truly.
I know what I'm doing tonight. Gotta build a Void deck.
This will be your second time building it, won't it?
Third.
All right. So if you don't know, you probably do, but the flag makes it so your field size is 99.
99.
Just really giving you the cliff notes of this. You can call lots of size 3s.
Base.
Your
God has Chaos Territory as its main keyword.
Which allows you to call an extra monster to the center.
Yeah. I wonder if we're going to get two other Gear Gods to call to the left and right. And that will have a Chaos Territory left, Chaos.
Then you can actually hit 99.
So you can hit 99 and go to town.
I'm excited to see how this goes. It feels like Dragon's Y right when it came out, where no one really had any idea what to do with it.
I feel what's going to happen with this deck is there's going to be either a bunch of people who flock towards the Chaos, or everyone's going to this deck's stupid, stay away from it, and then somehow a Neo's Y appears, and then Jacob takes third in a regional. Only third, mind you.
Wow.
And that's and then everyone's like, oh my gosh, this deck is so good, and still not played to the next regionals.
Yes. So that's really my thoughts on it. Once again, a really interesting deck. Competitive viability is shaky.
I don't think it's going to be too competitive unless it's the Omnilord build.
Yeah, the Omnilord build is fun.
The Omnilord build will be hilarious.
All right, so two more. Okay, two more things I want to talk about. No one cares about the Dragon World support. Seriously, it was boring. Legend World. We've been wanting good Legend World support for how long?
Scratch that. I've been wanting good Wider Sakal support.
Yeah, sorry.
Sorry.
You get one
since Immortal Entities back in the day. Back when I had to basically buy way too many
Darkness
boxes.
Fable.
Was it Darkness?
Darkness. Immortal Entities is Seeger's set.
Yeah, you're right. It was Darkness Fable. I don't even know which one had the flag in it.
Yeah, that was Darkness Fable.
Was it? I don't even know. See, it's been that long. I feel like I'm an immortal entity right now. But yeah.
Dalton's calling himself immortal. He's calling himself a god. Dalton's the next Kanye. Oh no.
Whoa. You can't bring up his name. Now this episode can't go out. Good job, Jacob.
All right, so two good archetypes.
Whoa.
Their stuff.
One good archetype and a very questionable archetype.
Yeah. Okay, we'll go with the more normal one first.
Yes.
Hero.
to be more specific, you can't just say hero, because now they kind of have the archetype name. They have their quote unquote Crimson Battlers.
Sword of the King.
Swords of the King. Durandal, you've never looked so much sexier in my life.
Okay, so Heroes really has been the flagship, Legend World archetype from the very beginning, and then it didn't get any good support for a long time, and Stars kind of took over.
That kind of sounds like all Legend World.
Oh yeah, you got a point.
And then Stars came out, and then everyone's like, Stars are too OP. Nobody's gonna play this deck because it's too much of a.
And I've always felt that Hero was really a loss of potential. Like when I see a hero deck, I almost said Hero World, a hero deck.
You're thinking of that one dual card, aren't you?
I see the possibilities there. The possibilities are there.
They're endless, but they just never connect.
Yes.
They never connect.
Now we got good support.
But now we have I mean the Swords of the King, not Guy Grander.
Swords of the King, you got equipment change. You got Durandal, which can counter equip.
Yes.
And is really good. And
I think there might be another one that counter equips. I'm not sure. I think
maybe. And has Buddy Rare, which looks really nice, and an SP, which is one of the best looking SPs of all time.
Let me know if you get it.
Oh,
I do want that.
It looks gorgeous.
That's one of the goals for this set.
Also, they have Lancelot. Lancelot's one of the best rare monsters I've ever seen.
What'd he do? All
right, Lancelot. That is not Lancelot. Let me pull up Lancelot. There we go.
And in the meantime, we bring this message.
That is not What am I doing?
And in the meantime, take this quick break from our sponsors.
There he is. For searching this time. Knight of the Round Table, Lancelot.
I was about to say, if you say Durn.
Size 2. 3,000 power, 2 critical, 3,000 defense.
A 3/2/3. What?
On a size 2, yes.
A size 2? That does not
1 gauge cost.
For a gauge? That's not worth it.
And top deck Soul Guard of 1.
Still not worth it. What else you got for me?
This card gets plus 1,000 power for each different hero in your drop zone. It is so easy to get him up to like...
Geronimo? I hear Geronimo right now.
It's so easy to get him up to like 13k power. It's not even funny.
That also means defense too, right?
No, just power.
Oh, just power?
Yes.
Oh. But he's not full Geronimo. He's original Geronimo, not the new one.
But wait, there's more.
There's more?
Act. Choose a monster on your opponent's field and discard a hero from your hand, synergy with his other skill, and sets up your other cards for later. Okay. If you do, destroy the chosen monster. And for this turn, this card gets double attack. For a discard of a hero, which, technically it's a minus because you're losing a card from your hand, but it's synergy in multiple different ways. You pop a monster and get double attack.
I'm just saying, Jacob, if you get these cards, I do want them. I don't care if you're going to build them for one of our other friends. I want them. I want them.
It's really cool.
Then what else we got? No, I think that wraps it up for all that. Oh. Let me go to the bathroom real quick.
Yeah. I think I should share the story of this one.
All right, yes.
Okay.
By all means.
So, my girlfriend casually plays Buddyfight. And the first deck I introduced her to the game with to get her into it, because, she looks cuter things and whatnot, was fairies. This was right when they came out, and I built her a fairy deck that was pretty good for its time. This was right towards the beginning of Buddyfight 100. And it would have been a great deck to keep her in the game, but then they never got support. I mean, I should have figured it was Legend World. But they never got support, and the deck turned to utter garbage. And then with this set having Legend World support, main set Legend World support, I'm like, hey, maybe more fairies, to revitalize her with Buddyfight. She now plays Guardians as her main deck. That's besides the point. And I'm sitting there on Buddy spoiler.
And lo and
behold, fairies. But I thought it was an April Fool's Day joke that came a little too late. So Fairy is getting more support, tied in with a new archetype called
Toilet. why it's toilet?
So
Bushi can explain it.
there is actually a real reason for it, because
I believe there is.
Legend World is mythology, right?
It's probably some type of yokai dealio.
Yes. In Japan, there's many cultural pieces about toilet ghosts. It's a thing in Japan. In fact, if you've ever played The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, there's a toilet ghost in that. Just an example that some people might know. It's still goofy.
It's still gonna be good.
It's goofy and it's weird, and this is not the archetype you want to introduce someone to the game. They already think the game's weird because it's cute and colorful and it's got a really stupid name. And then the first deck you show them, toilet. They will go running. That being said, it is really funny.
I already have a few names for that deck too. I
bet.
thought of this on the sheet.
I bet.
Man, I was in the John, and this idea came to me.
The
point.
point. Here's the biggest surprise. The biggest surprise was not the fact that there's an entire archetype in Buddyfight now based off of what you do in the bathroom. It's that it's actually good.
Yeah. I hate to say it, but yeah.
Surprisingly, they're good. You get a couple cards that are more generic fairy support, which are good. There's one that's a size 0 that you mill 3, then draw 1 if there's a fairy amongst them. That's good support.
Very good support. Very good.
And then you have Hanako. So Hanako can only be called using the skill of the item, which basically...
Of a toilet item.
Yes, of a toilet item, which there's
they're
currently
trying
only
to
one.
say there will be more, but there's only one.
So the one we have right now, when you equip it, it gets 3 souls. And then every time you're attacked, one of those souls goes into the drop zone. It's flushed away. And once there are none, you can call a toilet monster from your drop zone. So she's the main target for that, and she's very much the finishing card. Hanako of the Toilet. Man, that is a great title. For now on, shall be known as Jacob of the Toilet. Dalton, you are Dalton of the Toilet.
Nope. Nope.
I think we might be able to get Darian into this archetype. No. He says no.
Well, he'd be Darian of the Flatulence.
Yes. So
pretty dang close.
So it's a size 3, 927. Those are pretty respectable stats.
9!
And it can't be Pillar of Fired. That's good.
It is.
This card cannot be called except by the effect of a toilet item. When this card enters the field, destroy all cards on your opponent's field. Nice.
Hopefully
you flush them away.
On your turn.
Just a board wipe. You flush them away. And you gain life equal to the number of monsters destroyed.
It's just a little disappointing.
Oh, I mean, it also has triple attack.
Wow, yeah, that's cute. That's cute, but yeah.
So 2 crit triple attack on this thing.
No penetrate?
No penetrate, no other abilities, no nothing like that. So there are some counters to it, but still, you can't, not say that a field nuke is good. Oh, by the way, did I mention to you that the toilet weapon skill is a counter? So you can call this triple attacking field nuker as a counter.
But doesn't it lose its souls when you're being attacked?
Yes.
So how would that technically work?
It's optional. You can, at any point after it has no souls.
Oh, okay.
So you could use it on your opponent's turn, right as they're finishing their attacks, to counter pop everything on their turn, or even when they still have 1 or 2 attacks left that won't be enough to destroy Hanako. Well, it doesn't matter. Just call it, field nuke 'em, whatever. It's impressive.
Yeah.
And I'd love to see, I know, fingers crossed, more support for this. Not because I'm interested in playing them. I'm just curious.
I'm just curious to see what you guys out there can do with this porta potty of an idea.
Yes.
Ugh.
It's a big old turd.
Of course. Of course.
That's all I have to talk about.
That's all you have to talk about. Well, you know what that means, guys. You gotta like this video.
Like this video.
Yeah.
Comment below about what cards in the set you're excited for.
And your deck list for toilet.
Your deck list for toilet.
We want to know. You know what?
Um,
Give us your deck list for each deck that's coming out of this set. I would like to see that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, and let us know once the set is out, or let us know now what decks you'd like us to see us, do deck profiles of and matches with once we get the cards available. to us.
Jacob will most likely have most of the decks, but we'll see what we can do for you.
All the decks.
Make sure to subscribe if you haven't.
Yeah.
Hit that bell to get the notifications, though.
Check out our shop.
Link in the description down below. Anything else that we've added or not added or things like that?
No, we're done with all that usual outro-y stuff.
Are we?
Yeah.
Well, if that's the case,
yeah.
Stay classy, y'all.
Peace.
Thanks for listening to TCG Buzz. New episodes can be found on tcgbuzz.com. Don't forget to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. For box openings, deck profiles, and more, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.